I started my full-time entrepreneurial journey on 24th of July 2008 in a place called Ogbomoso, that is Oyo State, Nigeria. And within 1 week of my first full-time venture, I lost everything. And of course that will be painful. You have all this expectation and now you lost it all. I had 0 naira, I had no money. And I had to ask myself, how can I pick myself up from here? So I figured out, okay, I think there's something else I can try. I think there's a way I can sacrifice my sweat and my bone to raise some amount so that I can get started all over again. So I do all these, but you keep on encountering different difficulties, from different angle, and people keep on advising you. Why don't you go back to school? Go get a degree and live a normal life, have a job. But because you want to live a different life, you disagree with them, but you are failing. I spent like 6-7 months in Ogbomoso messing up. I was living in a particular hall, a student hostel called Faraday. So if you're in Ogbomoso, you know where I'm talking about right now. That time, after a series of failure, I have to move from Ogbomoso to a place called A.B.U. That is in Osun State, Nigeria. And there in A.B.U, I was trying to pick myself up all over again until one day when two of my employees stole away my money and the things we were using to make the products we were selling that time. So there I was down all over again. But again, I have to tell myself, how can I pick myself up from here? What else can I try? I never mind how difficult it will be. What else can I try? So I moved. That is after another several months. I moved to another location called Ila in Osun State. You probably know all this location if you are in Nigeria. And I was there to start all over again, just to try something new, just to see what again I can get right. And after another several months, I think maybe another 7 months, I crashed myself again. And when I discovered I might not be able to make it work right there, I moved to another location. This time around, Ilorin, that is in Kwara State. I was staying with a friend who was schooling at University of Ilorin, and I spent another several months with him, just trying to figure out what can I do, how can I do it. And as you are trying to do all this, it is not only that you are making mistakes and failing and losing money in business world. It is not only that you are facing several obstacles that you cannot even explain to other people. There is another part of that pain, and that is the society. Everybody, was calling me. Why are you doing this? Why don't you just go and get a job? Why don't you go back to school and finish your degree and, live a normal life? And, at this period, my mother was crying. She loved me so much. She wanted me to live a normal life. Normal life to her was I get a degree and I get a job. My father was furious. He didn't want to see me. My elder brother called me and announced to me, if you destroy your life, don't come back to me, because I'm warning you now to go back to school, go finish your schooling and get the certificate. When you find yourself in a situation like this, I don't know what will be going on in your mind, but what was going on in my own mind is I have decided to live my life as an entrepreneur. It doesn't matter how difficult, tedious, and long the journey might be. That is what I would do with my life. And that exactly is what I did until 2016 February, when I discovered an idea that helped me to build an agri-technology company, which I named Agri-Expert. You can Google that and you will see it. Now, about 11 months after, I had my second breakthrough, and about 2 years after, I had my third breakthrough when I built a media company. So today I run my company under an incorporated name, 27th Century Limited. You can Google that and you're going to see it on the internet. Now, the question you might want to ask me is, why am I telling you this story? Okay, so I'm telling you this story so that I will get Africans to understand that persistence, persistence is probably the biggest asset you can have as an entrepreneur. Forget all this bullshit you are hearing on the internet about how there is a guarantee way where you can make $10,000 next month. If it was that easy, everybody would have done it. The reason why everybody has not done it is because it is as difficult as hellfire. So if you have made up your mind to really be an entrepreneur, you have to be willing to face not only the mistakes, the failures, the setback that the journey will bring onto you. You must also be prepared for the society, because everybody will think you are out of your mind. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this when you can easily go get a job in the bank? Why are you doing this when you can easily go get a job in one oil company? Why? Why are you doing it? One of my friends called me and asked me, why? Why are you doing this? You can easily get job out there. Why are you doing this? So if there is another thing I would like my fellow Africans to understand, and that is you have to be willing to persist. I see all these people starting businesses, and after they fail 3 months, after they fail 6 months, they come back and say, oh, it is witches and wizards. I'm sorry, it doesn't have to be witches and wizards. Life is difficult, even without demons or devil. I hope I have communicated something to you. And what I'm communicating to you is entrepreneurship is difficult. So if you really want to make up your mind to do it, you will really be willing to be persistent. You won't make 3 mistakes and say, oh, government is not helping me, that is why things are not working. You won't fail for 6 months and say, oh, I can't do this no more. It is too difficult. Instead, you are going to make up your mind to pay whatever price it requires to achieve that success. I can only hope this message makes sense to somebody. If it does make sense to you, I'll be happy. Yeah, if it doesn't make sense to you, I'm sorry for wasting your time. My name is Steve Courage. I love Africa, and I believe you and I are the hope of Africa.